So I've got some more Outriders news for you all today. Let's get into it. We're going to be talking about a brand new update that just went live. What does it include? Let's talk about that. Plus, we're going to be talking about how Outriders won't have PS4 and Xbox One issues like Cyberpunk 2077 did, developers say. So we're going to dive into that as well. Plus, check this out. The trophies have been released for Outriders, giving some really cool indications as to what to expect from this game. We're going to be diving into this full list here in just a moment. Plus, as promised, another in-depth look at the Fire Witch nuke-based Pyromancer build from the community manager of People Can Fly. This is really cool if you really want to build like an in-game world tier 15 Pyromancer. So I'm going to go over those details in just a moment. So hey everyone, what's happening? Open World Games here. Hope you're doing good, and let's do this. Remember, smack that like button if you are hyped for Outriders. I know I am. Now, once again, they've updated the free demo. It's incredible to me how much they're actually updating this free demo for Outriders. So check it out. They say this: the Outriders demo has been updated. This one's a smaller patch, but we're sure that PlayStation players will be happy to see the reduction in touchpad sensitivity. So they say this: for all platforms, crash fixes and minor bug resolutions, back-end improvements, and then PlayStation specific once again decrease that default touchpad sensitivity. So that makes me thrilled because I've been playing on PlayStation and that has been an issue for sure. So yeah, good news there. Again, really impressed with the communication from People Can Fly and the constant updates, whether they're small or big. I appreciate them considering this is a free demo. Now, this is really good that they mentioned this right here, that Outriders won't have those PS4 and Xbox One issues like Cyberpunk did. Let's take a look at this article. This comes from Gaming Bolt. It says, Cyberpunk 2077's botched launch has been a wake-up call for others in the industry, with RPG's poor launch on PS4 and Xbox One, in particular, highlighting the pitfalls that cross-gen optimization, especially for games developed on a tight timeline, can face. Of course, most major games coming out right now are cross-gen, so the question of whether or not we're going to have another similar situation on our hands is being asked often, and one developer who's confident that it won't run into similar problems is People Can Fly, the studio behind the upcoming RPG shooter Outriders. Now, Gaming Bolt did recently sit in on a group interview with the game director Bartik Kamata and lead game designer Vitor Nowalski. When asked about the Cyberpunk situation and about whether Outriders development faced similar issues, the developer said that they had to contend with their own set of problems during development. Outriders isn't in the same situation and runs fine on consoles. They say this: I don't know exactly what challenges CD Projekt Red had with their game, they said. We see the results and they were not as expected, but we are not aware about the exact things. It's hard to say. That's the first thing. Second, of course, we have our own problems that we need to overcome, and looking at the game as it plays on consoles right now, I don't think we have similar challenges to overcome, and the game just works on consoles. Whether on the previous gen, on the current one, we are covered. So yeah, I don't expect us having similar issues like the developers. So there is the comment right there. That is really good to know. Hopefully it pans out to be true, of course, but the free demo is out basically for all platforms, and I'm not hearing significant issues concerning how the game is running on, you know, old gen hardware, I guess you would say. So that to me is a sign that it's doing well on those platforms. Let me know how the game is running for you, whatever platform you are on. Sound off. Now, what about the trophies? I'm going to get into these trophies. There might be some minor spoilers in here. I'm not too sure. So you have been warned right now that these trophies could have some sort of spoilers in here, but I'm going to go over it. I read over them, and honestly, I got even more excited about this game. So let's dive in here and see what we can find out about Outriders. So first of all, we have Vanguard of Humanity, where you can obtain all trophies, of course. Awoken to a Nightmare, awake the new dark era of Anok's history. In Road to Hero, this is going to be killing Goss at Solar Tower, of course. Wavelengths and Wishes. Uncover the direction of the signal source. Now, this is really cool. One way to ride, it's going to say, prepare your truck to enter the forest. I cannot wait to see the actual trucks and to be able to customize, you know, your own big rig. That's going to be awesome. Now also it says malpractice put into Skurlock. Breaking the sill goes on to say open the gate leading out to the forest. So you're going to have to do something to actually unlock this forest region in the game. So that's pretty nifty. Now also it says fatherhood ain't easy, boss. Defeat Yagok in Yotorgok. Yotargok, I think it is. Descent to, this might be a boss. I'm assuming this is going to be some sort of other boss. Descent to Fury says unravel the Feral's origins. Ooh, that sounds like a really cool plot line, honestly. It says right here, one last chance, bring down the drop pods. Interesting. Patron of the Past says complete the Historian quest line. Hand of Death says complete the Wanted quest line. Big Game Hunter is going to be up the Hunter quest line. And then we have the Outriders Legacy quest line as well. These are going to be about side quests right here. You can complete up to 25 side quests and get a trophy. And then square tasking requires you to complete all side quests, which, remember, this game's going to have a bunch of side activities in it as well. So that's really noteworthy as well. Now, let's keep going because there's some major ones in here as well. Furthermore, it goes on to show how you're going to want to kill 3,500 enemies to unlock overtime at the morgue. We've got Gravedigger's best friend forever. Kill 7,500 enemies. My God. Snap of the Finger says deal a total of 1 million damage. Dude. It says Misfortune loves company. Kill 10 enemies with no more than 2 seconds between each kill. My God. So you might be able to group together some enemies, I would imagine, and take them out in that method for sure. Now, let's keep going. They go on to talk about elites as well. Captain Gray says, kill an enemy afflicted with at least 4 different status effects. I think it's going to require a squad. Clash of the Altar says, kill 5 elites using skills only. Hitting the Jackpot says, kill 1,000 enemies on expeditions. Ace in the hole, use a skill enhanced by 4 different mods. Ooh, nice. So you could really push your skills to the limit, as you can see here. It says Fist Bump, kill a total of 50 enemies with any melee skill. Fortune favors the bold, reach character level 10. Of course, you have character level 30 as well. So, yeah, I think that's the maximum, if I recall, currently. A Gathering Storm says unlock a class tree node. Surpassing the Tempest says master a branch of the class tree for any class. So this is basically telling you to specialize in a way in your class. If that's something you want to do, you could do Jack of all trades, but I think I'm going to specialize. I'm really going to look into that. Hard Bargainer, selling items right here, dismantling 300 items, so you have that. True Potential, use crafting to improve the rarity of 15 items. Now, they go on to say, you know, we have not seen crafting, of course, in the demo, but I guess it's going to be one of the most important features in this game, and it's going to put the game over the top with how you can actually upgrade your existing loot and gear. So you can keep, so yeah, technically you can keep one of the weapons that you have from the beginning of the game straight up until the end of the game if you really, really want to do that. Now, what about this one? It says Extreme Engineering, use crafting to replace 10 item mods. Inventor's Almanac says unlock 125 unique weapons and armor mods for crafting. Spoils of War goes on to say equip a legendary item. That's pretty simple. Or is it? No, it should be. Hopefully you get some sort of legendary fairly quickly. I'm hoping like within the first 5-6 hours of the game, because that's what happened with me with the demo. That's how long it took me to get my first legendary. Let me know about you guys, because I've been hearing like people takes 30 hours, so I'm curious. Now, it says Legacy of Inoxus. Equip a character with epic or legendary items. Mine or from a deposit of 30 times. Knowledge is power. Fill in 150 journals, and then you have 300 journal pages that you can fill in as well. And then Classy says complete the highest tier of 4 class-related accolades for any class. Those accolades are going to be super important for those rewards. Outriders as first class, complete all class-related accolades, and then reach accolade level 10, and then also been everywhere, done it all, reach accolade level 20. So you can see level 20 is considered where you are really getting deep in the game. But yeah, some really cool stuff. Again, some of the most exciting stuff for me I don't know if it's considered simple or not, but getting the truck, going into the forest, unlocking new areas, for me, that's going to be super exciting, and I can't freaking wait. Now, back to the fire, which, you know, Outriders' official Twitter account and social media has been really highlighting this build dedicated to the nuke-based Pyromancer, also known as the Fire Witch. Today, they went on to show how you can really invest in a skill tree that pushes your power to the limit, ups your damage for basically all of those abilities, and they're indicating how you're going to want to specialize towards those abilities with this type of skill tree. So that's going to be important to really maximize your efforts and to really make sure you focus on Phaser Beam, Eruption, and Overheat. So yeah, that's basically what this entails here. I'm going to throw this video, by the way, in the description below so you can check it out. But I think specializing is going to be super important when you get to World Tier 15. If you want to have a character that's considered an in-game character, doing jack of all trades and that sort of thing, I don't know if that's really going to work. So I think you're going to want a co-op party that's specialized in each of their own way, and you guys kind of feed off of each other with your abilities. So that's what I got from that video. All right, now it's time to go over your top comments. Remember, leave a comment down below. It could end up right here in a video. All right, so let's do this. Last video I did was called Dev Team Reveals Crazy World Tier 15 Character Build Day 1 Patch Update. So there is going to be a Day 1 patch that has been confirmed. Jack says this: that dev communication with the community is one of the main reasons I will be playing this game. Hell yes. Jack Ball says Pyromancer mains be like, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Antonio says, I knew the pyro was going to be lit. Did you get it? Pyro is lit. I love the humor in the comments lately. Let me tell you what. Soybean says, Day 1 general reticle change, please. The speck of dust is lost on so many environments. I've been hearing this. I also saw some additional comments about that out on Reddit. So it seems like a lot of you guys really do want to see some changes when it comes to your reticle, or at least being able to customize it. Hatchet says, these devs know players love theory crafting. LOL, that's cool. They're nerding out with us. I agree, and they're showing what you can do and the potential of the game, especially as you get deeper into the game and the end game. As we look at the Devastator class right here, who I absolutely love. I've been also seeing a lot of people out in the community saying, I don't know what class is going to be my primary, which one I'm going to go for at the very beginning. It's tough, but again, I think I'm going to just go with the Trickster. I freaking loved the Trickster so far in the demo, so yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Devastator would be second place, I think. Maybe. We'll see what happens, but thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Outriders news updates and, of course, open world gaming goodness. Hopefully we have more information as to what in the world is going on with Cyberpunk 2077. From what I can tell with that game, the patch seems pretty underwhelming so far. Hopefully that changes. I'll let you guys know what happens with that. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. And I will see you all next time. Take care.